tryouts are coming, and if you haven't been able to come to conditioning, that's okay. We are still going to have conditioning all the way up to tryouts, so keep coming as often as you can. So the biggest thing, first of all, is paperwork. So what you have is a white card, which is the one that has the G on the top, and that is for the athletic department. You can't come to clinics even without the white card. So if you're in sports now, it's like the same thing that you always have to do. So every season you have to fill out a new white card. If you do both fall and winter dance, you have to do 2 white cards, even though it's the same sport and you're the same person. It's just so that they can keep track of your up-to-date information, okay? So please make sure that this one is filled out and turned in before the weekend of that tryout, you know? So you really want to do it on like the 19th. Okay, and you bring it to the athletic office, and Miss Fiderosa will literally give you a white card, and then you bring that to me. Okay, so that's what this is, and it's super duper important. The other packet you need to read very carefully, not just you, but also your families, because dance is a commitment for obviously you as a dancer, but you are part of a family. And so your family commits to getting you to places and making sure that you're not taking vacation when we have a competition, or if we have an important event and stuff, you need to make sure that you're there and that you're communicating those things. So a lot of information is spelled out in this packet, so please make sure that you and your families read it thoroughly. And then the last page of it is the thing that you actually have to turn in. So you keep the rest because you have to read the information and keep the information. And then the last page is the one that you give to me. There's initials from you, initials from your family, and like some contact info stuff. Because if you make the team, we want to know how we find you. Uh-oh, the lights went off. Yep. And then the back side is like parents saying that they read everything. Okay? So questions on this? Okay. So those are the pieces of paperwork. And then as far as what's different, so I see many faces that were on the team last year, so it's not going to be exactly the same. And if you're brand new, then you don't know any different. So that's a good thing. So we have a week of the actual tryout clinics, and the more you are there, the more we can see that you're capable of. So it's really strongly advised that you come to as many days as you can, but you have to come to at least one of the choreography days. Obviously, you have to learn the choreography. And then the audition day, I'll kind of explain in a second, but you need to audition in some way, shape, or form that's separate from that. So I'll walk you through what that looks like. This year, we are continuing with just performing hip hop. So we competed just hip hop last year and it went really, really great. So we're going to continue on that vibe. So the tryout will only be a hip hop tryout. We might do some other styles for like camp or a football game or something like that, like just to kind of play around. And our UDA camp does have like jazz and other things. So like other styles of dance can only help you in hip hop. But that's kind of like our main skill technique focus. And don't be afraid if you've never done formalized hip hop choreography before, because a lot of people don't have a lot of training, but they can learn and we'll teach you and we'll see your potential. Okay? So yeah, some of our super stud dancers didn't have any hip hop training really until they came on this team, and they're great. So the biggest thing you do is show up and try and learn stuff. Okay? So spread the word to your friends. They're nervous because it's like, oh my gosh, I've never done hip hop, but like it's awesome. So so that's the jam. So Monday is going to be just tricks. So we will do lots of different kind of like workshop strategies, and I will show you all of the tricks and stunts and like levels of those that you're going to be expected to demonstrate. So it's really strongly advised that you come to that, especially if you're new to tricks, so that you can get a little bit more one-on-one attention, so that you can work up past your current level. So people that do have like a headstand or a head spring, we want to see you pushing yourself past what you already know how to do. So don't show in a tryout what I already know that you're capable of. But on the flip side of that, you want to go clean too, right? You want to be like strong and clean, okay? So that's what Monday's focus will be. And then throughout the rest of the choreo days, at the end of each day, since you're only going to be learning one routine this year, you're going to have like the last, I think about half hour is going to be to showcase your skills. And so we will videotape those in small groups so that we can go back and look at them to make sure that we're really able to see everybody's capabilities, because there's like lots of people in the room on the day of. But then that way you're not evaluated on like one shot, hope it was the best head spring of my life, you know, you get multiple attempts at stuff. So we're also looking at consistency, we're looking at growth across the days, and we're looking for you to challenge yourself and to work together and learn as a team, because being on this team is not just dancing all by yourself and really being really great all alone. You have to dance with potentially, you know, 20 other people. So that's something that we're looking for with the trick stuff. And then there'll be mats for everything if you want to do tumbling, if you're not quite comfortable yet on the gym floor. Also, if you're working on an advanced trick like a standing tuck or something, showcase it with a spotter. If you don't have it all by yourself, that's fine. At least we can see if you're like really close, and then when we're working at the gym, then we can see like, okay, with some coaching and some attention, maybe you'll get it. So that's really important across the days, okay? If you don't have a chance to submit a trick video on one of those days, like if you have to leave early or if you aren't there on Monday or whatever, then you could potentially show your trick skills on the Saturday audition. But our goal is that Saturday is just the choreography, because it'll go significantly faster. We won't be here for like 8 hours. And you're not gonna dance totally gassed where you just did like a bunch of skills and then here you go, do your best on this routine. So we can see everybody at their best and you get multiple attempts, okay? Does that make sense? So you're not judged on just one go, okay? And then the choreography, you'll learn Tuesday through Thursday. So Tuesday and Wednesday are the most important days. You have to come to either Tuesday or Wednesday, and those are in the evening, so that we can accommodate anybody that has like spring sports or other things, okay? If you can't come because you have something else in the evening, please talk to me directly and we'll set up a time for you to learn choreography, okay? But you need to come to some piece of the choreography learning, and then Thursday is right after school, so hopefully we can like balance any conflicts that we would have with both time slots, okay? So then it's just one routine, but you need to make it the level that is your expertise. So it might be one dance that you learn, but like they're gonna teach you different options and you need to like flavor it to your skill level, right? So it might look totally different from group to group because some people are maybe more beginners and some people are trying somewhere in the middle and some people have super advanced skills. So make it work for you. And then the captains, Steph and Maggie, who are here right now, are going to show you some options, but that doesn't mean that that's like the only options. They're just kind of giving you like a toolbox to build off of, okay? And then you'll have Friday off to like practice and get your life together. And then Saturday is the choreography audition, right? So there might be like a handful of people that'll have to showcase skills, but really for the most part it'll just be the dance. You will try out in groups of 4. So that's different. Usually in the past we just had pairs. In your group, so this is something why I wanted you guys to all at least like see each other's faces, is you want to kind of talk to people and set up that group so that you can practice together, because like I said, you're dancing on this team as a team, so you need to learn how to dance with other people, and we want to see you dance with other people. That doesn't mean that your score is impacted if somebody like runs you over in the middle of the dance because they lost track of where they were on the floor, or if somebody else forgets a move. That doesn't change your score. That just means that you have to know your part really well, but also dance as a group, okay? Another thing that we're looking for in that group is that you are going to be given a few 8 counts. They'll give you like a concrete set of counts, but we want to see you like partner or do like a group stunt or something, or even if it's like group choreography, like whatever. But we figured a lot of times we offer like a partner stunt, and there's so much less you can do with one other base. So by having 4 people, you can do a lot. So we want to see you like basing as much as stunting, because on a hip hop team, you need to be strong to hold up the weight of your peers and your dancers, and you guys can like make interesting images with your bodies and stuff. So we need to see that you can base each other. So that's something that we're looking for. And then there'll also be kind of like a freestyle section, like possibly at the beginning of the routine, where you can kind of show your own individual style that can either be something that you come up with your partners in your group, or you just kind of like have your own moment and get your flavor on, okay? So that's kind of, you have space to showcase stuff that's not choreographed as well, okay? So the group thing is important. I also recommend too, if like you're an experienced dancer and you've been on the team for 3 years, you're coming into your senior year, maybe you and another person want to partner up, and maybe you want to bring in a couple people that are new so that you can work together and like bring everybody up to the best level that they can and help each other that way, to not just worry about yourselves and doing something super awesome, but also to like bring everybody the same level of trying things when you're working together as a group. So you guys can form your own groups, and if there's a group that's not 4 people, then we can rearrange and make like a group of 3 or something if we need to do that. But I won't know that until people show up that week, right? So that's the jam. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Okay. So then other than that, you'll have Friday off, and then you show up on Saturday. You will have 2 chances to show the routine. The first run through is just your first run, and then you'll have a question, like an interview question that we'll ask you so that you can kind of like catch your breath and reset, and then you'll get a second chance in case something doesn't go your best, okay? So like I said, we're looking for potential, we're looking for growth, we're looking for consistency, and we're gonna expand our fam, right? You guys excited?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go.